You had an event on Saturday? What was this event about?
Another small move. So you can ask me on any contract because here.
And you want to like to talk about things on air.
It's a very personal event. Right?
Oh, not personal?
What type of event was it?
That's what I'm saying. We're going to talk about it. It's a very personal
That's why I didn't say what the event was.
Girl,
I just
want
want
to
to
spill the tea.
I'm not going to say what it is.
tea.
I'm
It's
just
a
going
very
to say
personal-
it's a family event.
A family event.
Yes.
I did send in the chat, right?
No.
I did. Wax, I did.
You was sending in the
the
chat before we're done. I was getting everyone's invitation. I was making
No,
sure we're all.
Let
did
me
with
know
it.
what it is.
I got you. I'm not coming boy. Been out here.
Oh my God. What are we wearing?
It's a very personal
Pink or
event.
blue?
because- It's a very personal event, right? Because
It's a
I don't
Valentine
want.
event?
It's a personal event because I don't want a whole world to be there.
Is it a wedding?
Hell no.
No.
Goddamn
Not
wedding.
yet, not yet. I'll get married one day, but not now. I need to get some more money. first.
Oh my God. That's the excuses.
No,
I like that though.
excuses.
No, I like that. I like that. At
I
least
need
he
to get
knows
some
what
more
his
money.
woman's worth.
How
is.
old is he? How old are you, Biz?
Who, me?
Uh-huh.
You're not joking to deal with me,
Oh,
yo.
I just asking for your age.
I'm 36 years old.
Then what time you get money before you get married?
No, I need a certain amount of money I need to get for me
Why
to
do
be
you
able to
think
marry.
you need a certain amount of money?
Because I need to understand what's going on around me. Because when you have money, right, you control everything that's happening around you.
In
So
what
I
sense?
need to have that type of control, huh?
In what sense?
Financial control.
Okay.
Understand?
I understand.
That's what I'm working towards, and then the wedding will come.
Okay. Well, hello.
Just send that invitation in the beginning.
Definitely,
Yes.
definitely.
Welcome back to In the Fries. I'm talking in my sexy voice because this is our love episode. I'm calling it the love episode instead of the Valentine episode just because my name is Love.
Oh, it's a love episode.
It's the love episode. If you're watching this on Valentine, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's.
I'm here with my lovely co-host. We have Smitty, who doesn't need any intro. We have Biz, who doesn't need any intro.
No intro.
No intro?
Mr. Love himself.
Oh, you ready for this one? Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, I'm excited. I'm going to open this with a quote. And this is a quote that I really like, and I hope it resonates with you guys. It said, the most powerful relationship you can ever have is the relationship you have with yourself.
Yeah.
Do you guys agree?
That's beautiful, definitely. Love
Yes.
starts with you.
Love starts with
You gotta
you.
love yourself first before you can love other people in there.
Yes.
Properly.
So, yes. I think we can go around and just give our definition of love. Or do we want the regular definition and then the...
I feel like everybody's definition of love is different.
Yeah,
I think,
definitely.
yeah, with me, I think love is knowing the little things. Like that's what's important when it comes to my love language specifically. Like those little key moments where you know you can fit in and help and build and make that person better that they can't even remember. Because if you can do that for me, then I can do that for you, and then we can just grow. Love to me is about growth. It's uncomfortable too. Sometimes it's a mirror, but it's definitely about growing.
Do you want to take it or you want me to take it?
You go ahead. I'll confident you.
I think for me, love is understanding. Yes. Because when you understand yourself, you understand the people that you love. Yeah. It makes everything a little bit better.
Compassion. That's
Compassion, yes.
So you say kind of understanding, basically to kind of just understand the individual so you can be able to love them for who they are, basically.
Better, yes.
Because everybody has their own reality, upbringing,
Yes.
mindset. So love is unconditional, basically.
Love is,
Definitely. So
Yes.
for me, I kind of see love the same way as being unconditional and have an understanding and just basically, love is free.
love is free.
Love is very free. It don't cost you nothing to love an individual. It could cost you a lot to love the wrong person. But
That
it's
is
free to
definitely
give.
true.
Basically, yeah, it's free to give. So you just gotta once you understand love, it don't cost nothing to give. You will now be looking to receive nothing in return when you give love, basically. So that's how I see love. It's free.
Yeah, I love that definition. And I think now society has put such a, I don't know if it's a stigma on love, like it's supposed to be a certain way. I think it's due to social media.
I definitely feel like even my For You page, when I'm on TikTok, sometimes I have to stop scrolling on TikTok because the negativity that is spewing, I'm like, that's not realistic. That's not affection. That's not, it was like my younger generation, the girls are very addicted to their phone.
Right.
And that was something I had to learn, like, over time, especially dating an older man. He not going to be on his phone all day. He got to work. He got to do stuff.
Yeah.
And the younger generation's always just like, oh, he ain't text you more than 2-3 hours. He's with someone. And it's like, that creates so much anxiety in someone's head and so much trauma. And you're like, and then the thing about trauma, your body doesn't know that you're not going through something if your brain is thinking it.
Right.
So you're consistently just beating yourself up to this trauma. Then when you actually get with this love person, you're just anxious and you can't even enjoy being with them because you done created so many fallacies and stories in your head. I just know the internet is horrible when it comes to love. Like, don't listen to anything those little love gurus are talking about. Most of them are single and don't know what they're talking about. Go find your oldest grandmother who's been married the longest and listen to her. She has an idea about patience or two, honestly. Love is patient.
Love is patient. Love is kind.
Yeah.
Speaking of love is kind, I think love have to, like we said with the quote, it have to start with self. And people don't talk about that enough. When you're growing up, I feel like no one really teaches you that you need to love yourself and you need to set the tone of how you want to be loved. Because once you lack that self-love, it comes with a lot of issues, right? Like you were talking about the girls that are like, oh, you didn't text me back. When you love yourself and you're secure, even if you don't text me back,
I ain't worried about that.
I'm not stressing about that. If you love yourself so much and you're secure, you're not going to let nobody treat you any kind of way. And that was something that I had to go through because people felt like I was so full of myself. I think because I was around so many relationships where the women love the men so much. Sometimes I feel like they love the men more than they love themselves. That the men would just treat them any kind of way.
That's
they put all
natural,
of the
though.
men's needs and wants and everything before their own.
But that's a woman nature though to love more. Like a mother love would be more than a father love, right? So
I don't think
that's-
so.
I think the only time a relationship works is if the man loves the woman more.
I think it's facts. You take a look at it like you as a kid. Like I was raised by my mother, and I received more love from her
Right.
than my father because like we show our love different ways, right?
We show our love
You know what I'm
differently,
saying?
yes.
As men. So I feel like a lot of women when they're loving their boyfriend more than you think he's loving her less, but he's not. Because the way that he shows love, totally different than the way you show love. So you're not gonna see it as love.
I understand that, but don't you think this is where the level of communication comes in? Because if I know your love language and how you love me, I'm not gonna misinterpret the love that you're showing me.
But you looking from outside.
I'm
So-
not looking from outside.
So she's saying within the
I'm
relationship,
saying-
We're talking about
understanding.
within.
I'm saying you saying other people, you saying other women in relationships
All
that
right.
they love the man more than it was love. What I'm
Well,
saying,
you didn't let me finish that statement.
No. When you say that, you looking from outside.
That's why I said you didn't let me
Go
finish.
ahead.
Okay, so for example, I cannot love a man to the point where if the man cheats on me, the man abuses me, the man last week I saw you guys spoke about the Annie situation. The man cheats on me, he abuses me, but I love him so much that I have to, be there and care for him. I think that stands from insecurity and self-love because I love myself the more than I love anybody else. So if you treat me any kind of way, I know you don't love me. And
But I think-
I won't sit here and let you mistreat me.
That's a
Now,
hazard
take that
to
for
my
example.
safety.
No, but I think any
You
situation
love-
is a
one second,
survivor
let
mode.
me land
though.
on this, right? You love your daughter, right? Are you gonna treat her any kind of way?
No, but I think any situation.
No, answer the question.
No, that's a different. No, I won't. But I think any situation.
We'll get back to
everybody
Annie.
keep looking at that, right? I think any situation is survivor mode, right?
All right, I don't want to.
It's levels. It's
tailor
levels.
this to
It's, no,
Annie.
I'm saying. Oh, not. We just having a conversation. It's levels to everything in life, right?
Okay, now my question
We are speaking
is-
about. You speaking about a celebrity, right? You speaking about a man who can have any woman he want in his world, right?
Okay.
And you speaking about a man who can afford to give a woman a certain type of lifestyle, right?
Okay.
So there's a certain amount of sacrifice that come with being with a man like that. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's not about love anymore.
It's not about love.
That's not love.
Access.
We started off saying love don't cost a thing. We started off saying love is
Let's not
compassion.
talk about each
We
other.
started this
No,
off
but hear
love
me.
is about kindness.
No, but hear
if we
me.
are talking about fiscally taking care of
no, but
somebody, then
that's
he's just a provider.
No, but hear
If he's
me.
just a provider, then he's
No,
just a provider. He's not her lover.
You're not in those
He's not her
people-
lover.
You're not in, you guys are not in these people day to
We
day.
never said we
no,
were.
No, but hear me, right? You guys don't understand the type of love
Okay.
that this man has given his woman,
All
right?
right, Joel.
So we can't speak about him cheating.
Okay.
It's not, when a man cheats on a woman, that doesn't mean he doesn't love her. You guys need to stop this whole narrative.
I'm sorry. I don't want you to go on the tantrum.
So I don't
that he
think
don't love
also if someone
Like, we need
cheats,
to
they
stop
don't love the
that.
person. I'm not saying that
Okay.
because men have very unhealthy tendencies. Now, an evolved man, if he cheats, it does mean he's leaving the relationship.
I think we're getting off track with this because the main focus is
about love.
self-love. Not
about
only any
self-love.
type of love, self-love.
Yeah. So respect for oneself.
I completely lost my train of thought. You love your daughter, right?
Yeah,
What are some of the things that you think you would never do to her because you love her so much?
I love my daughter, but I also love her sister too.
Yeah,
That
I don't know
doesn't-
about
that
your
doesn't-
sister now.
I know-
I just
I would
know
love her.
about.
I would love her sister. My daughter has a sister, right?
Yeah.
I would love my daughter's sister too, right?
Right.
That doesn't mean I don't love my daughter.
Okay,
You understand?
I never say you didn't love your daughter. I said, what
So-
are the things that you would not allow?
He's saying
what
as
I'm
a
say-
man is
what I'm saying
capable
to
of
you,
loving more than one
as a
thing.
man, right? A man can love a woman and he could go and love another woman.
Okay.
That doesn't mean he doesn't love or respect that woman that he loves.
Okay, so I, as a woman, right, I can love you and love another man, and that's okay.
No, it's
No,
not.
no, listen.
Okay,
no,
I rest
hear
on
me.
that.
No,
Moving
hear
on.
me.
We have to
Listen,
evolve. We
You
have to
could.
evolve.
You could love me. And you can love another. You can love me,
And that's okay with
and
you?
You can love another. It doesn't. See, okay.
Is that okay with you? Yes or no?
Okay, we come down.
Yes or no?
No, that's not a yes or no
Oh, boy.
answer, right?
Okay,
We
then
come
I'm
down
gonna move
reality,
on to
right?
the next
We
one.
come,
It's so
no, hear
just
me.
logical.
No, we come down to
Yes.
reality, right? We come down to reality, right? They have homes where it's that's okay.
Yes, but
They
that's
have
why I said
religion,
love
but
is.
that's okay.
What did I say from
So
the
that doesn't
beginning?
make it right
Love
or
is
wrong. That's what I'm saying.
understanding.
Doesn't make it right or wrong. It doesn't make it love, right? Love is such a powerful thing, right?
Right.
And I feel like society has played with love so much and turned love into like this selfish game, right?
But that's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
Because I'm
so-
saying that if you love yourself and you love yourself.
I love myself.
Let's talk about a simple thing. You had an incident with someone that did something that you feel like it ain't like. You felt like they did not show you love,
Yes.
right?
They didn't
So
give me
if
something I
someone
give
treats
them.
you like that, why would you treat them kindly in return? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so-
if you love someone, the way you expect the love to be given is the same way.
But don't-
because you love yourself so much. But if that was someone else, you'll feel that, oh, it's okay. It's okay. Why?
No, I don't feel like when we talk about love, right? Love is such a general thing, right? I'll just give you a clear example about me having a daughter.
Right.
And I'm loving her and I'm loving her little sister too.
Right.
You understand? So you can
And you're
love,
teaching them to
so
love
you can,
themselves?
you can love multiple people, right?
No one said you couldn't love multiple people.
But the reason why we even got to this conversation was based off a statement that was made.
It was just an example. It was an example, and I don't want to focus on that.
I need us to clear those examples when we're having conversation about something so powerful like love. Love
But
is
that's
bigger than
not-
relationships.
I wouldn't define their relationship as love.
You don't know.
Okay, so we'll move on from that since we don't know. Moving on. How do you guys think you learned to love? Like your early memory of experiencing love and who set the tone for you to know how to love someone right
Acts
and
of
what
services.
love is.
My daddy taught me acts of services. I'm
Who,
the
who
biggest-
sets the tune to
Yeah.
show you
My
When you were
daddy.
growing up, yeah.
when you're growing up? Who
She
sets
said
the
her
tone?
father.
My father was a good man. But he's a good father. He was a great father to me. I loved him. And his was acts of service. This man was never really much someone who would like say, "Oh, I love you," or
No,
But-
African man.
Yeah, but he'll get stuff and he'll know like this is important to you, so I bought it for you. Like, I wanted to learn the saxophone, so he bought a saxophone. Mind you, we don't got money where the
Right.
saxophone came from. Or like the little moments. He likes quality time. Like he enjoys sitting in silence with you. Like even at my big age, like
And you know what's beautiful about that? The way you was able to understand it is because you know the way that he give love.
So
And you
so
knew
how did he
his
get
love
back?
language.
So
How did I give my dad love?
So how did he get love back with orders? Because if you take a look at
he's
what you-
catered for. My father is a catered for man. He has a lot of daughters. He has a great wife.
I mean when you was young. When you was young.
When he was young, no, he
When
didn't
you-
see
when
it.
you
When
was
you were
young.
young, how did you show him love?
When you was young.
I was like the little kid. Like that's why I'm kind of like I am now. I'm like a homemaker. As soon as he walked out the house, his bed was made up. His laundry was done. His clothes was ironed by 3 p.m. His
That's
food was on the
beautiful.
table at 2:30 because he had to be at work by 3:15.
That's
So like I was
beautiful.
raised like that. So like now when I get my husband and I get around my man, I just like I do. But I was very grateful to have a father who was just very active, and he didn't raise all his children.
So you have act of service too as your love language.
Yeah.
The way you give love, not
Yeah.
how you receive it.
I like to do things for people. That's how I say I love you. Like if you sit here and ask me, do I care about you? I can't say that.
Right.
But I bought you Tupperware and I meal prepped for the week.
Is that right?
It's not. That's African. It's not right.
You can't tell me you love me, but you could do something.
But this is
to show
where
me you love me.
this comes with maturity, and I spoke about this book last time. This is where the 5 love languages really come into play. Because if you really understand that everybody give love differently and receive love differently, it makes your life so much easier because you know, okay, she may not say I love you all the time, but whenever you come home, your bed is made. She makes sure you have cooked food. She makes sure that you're well taken care of.
Yeah.
That's her way of showing love. So when you understand your partner or whoever you with love language and how to give love and how to show love, it makes things so much easier.
Yeah,
I feel like everyone, if you're watching this or you're listening to this, definitely take the time to read that book, The 5 Love Languages. It's such an amazing book. It just makes your life a lot easier when you get into relationship, and it take away from all that misunderstanding.
Yeah, I was at my partner's house about a week or two ago, and he had his friends over, and we were eating. And as soon as he was done, like as soon as the fork hit the plate, I picked the plate up and I walked away. And his friends are like, "I haven't seen that since my parents' days," and I'm like. He's like, yeah, she was raised right. I was like, and it was just so nice to hear that. Not to say that you're just looking for some type of compliment, but like, yeah, like people don't do this every day.
People don't do that anymore. And I'll piggyback off of that because I'm not someone that's gonna, pick up the plate. I'm not washing the dishes. That's not how I give love, because with me is I grew up doing that so much. It was like something I had to do. It wasn't a choice. Even if I'm sleeping, they're gonna wake me up from my bed to go and do it.
I'm like on the opposite end of that trauma. I'm like, yeah, I love doing it.
No, like my dad used to come home in the middle of the night and he would wake me up from my sleep.
Yeah, spoon in the sink.
Come clean that spoon. Take the trash out. So it's not something that I enjoy.
So something that people installed in you when you became an adult.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't installed. It's because it was so forced.
But it's something that it was teaching you.
Yes, but the man that I married, he understands that's not how I show love. That's not my love language. But
Some
I
people
have
don't
other
react to
ways.
it best. Yeah.
I have other ways to show that.
Chill out. Let's switch
Flip
it to
the
him.
switch on you.
Yeah.
What was your earliest memory of love? How did you learn to give love, show love, and how do you like to receive love?
So my early situation about love basically was like when I was able to be outside and interact with different people, and I kind of learned different people and understand everybody is different. Everybody is operating off a different level of frequency, mindset. So I started to realize you have to love somebody for who that person is. You can't make people. You either love them or you be like, okay, you go find somebody else that you understand that you can relate to. So that has made life easier for me, dealing with people, because everybody has some good in them. Everybody.
Yeah.
Even the worst, the serial killers, the worst people that ever walked this earth, they have some type of good in them that somebody can probably point out and be like this. So that's how I was able to kind of.
So how did your mother show you love?
My mother? My mother, basically, she was there for me. She made sure I had everything that I needed and wanted.
Did she tell you I love you all the time?
No.
She didn't have to, but from the things she did, you knew that she loved you.
No, she didn't. She didn't.
Because you're just questioning Smitty about not saying it, but doing things.
No. At the end of the day, right, for me, I think when you know something is good to do, there's no reason why you should say, I know this is good to do, but I'm not doing it because I'm doing this. If you can add that to what you're doing, it makes it better. So by her knowing, saying she's showing love, but she's not saying, oh, I love you.
But
why not add that to
I'm gonna
to
take
the
that. I'm gonna take the advice because I do need to work on that. I do need to work on opening my mouth.
That's the reason why I was asking that question, because I'm like, if you know better, you should do better.
I think a lot of us, because we didn't grow up hearing it.
It's hard to say it in the house.
That's why I said because we didn't grow up hearing it, because that's something that I struggle with. I didn't know how to say I love you. You know how people just say it regularly? I didn't start saying that until
it
I had
stops in your throat,
till
right?
I had kids. And then when I had my kids, I was like, okay, because I never heard it, I want them to be so used to hearing it. So I started saying it so often to my kids, and my husband would say, you know the way you be acting towards those kids, that's not the way you act towards me. You don't be coming here and hugging on me and saying you love me.
You gotta step in your femininity with
Yeah, so then I was like, okay, so I have it in me, but it's something that I had to learn, because I was like, okay, now I have children. So I don't want them to feel the same way that I felt. So I want to overcompensate and make sure I'm telling them I love you, I'm hugging you, I'm kissing on you, I'm making sure you feel that, because I felt like that's something that I did not have. And I think as African children growing up, a lot of us, we lack that. So either when we have our own home, we either go above and beyond to show them, or we go the other way where we just act completely like our parents. I'm paying the bills. My dad used to always say, "You always had your own room. You ain't never had nothing to worry about." Yeah. But he never once said, "I love you."
Yeah, I think the first time
But he said the bills was paid.
Yeah, the first time I said I love you, I wrote it. I still haven't said it out my mouth.
Really?
I wrote a love letter for December and for Christmas, and then at the end of it, I said I love you with all my heart.
Aww.
And he said oh, this is such a sweet letter. I never thought I'd hear these words out of your mouth, and I was like, what the fuck? What relationship am I in that you never thought I'd be this soft with you?
So that's something you got to work on.
Yeah, I got to work a little bit on my soft. I'm soft, but I'm not that soft. No, I'm a daddy's girl, unfortunately.
So how would you guys say you learn to love?
Like I just said, I learned to love, to understand I have flaws too. As an individual, I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
That I do things that may not sit well with people due to my understanding of what's right is. You feel me? So that's why when people do wrong to me, I always figure out a way how to just understand where they're coming from and just love. Because love is one of the most beautiful things ever. I tell people this all the time because it's free. Doesn't cost you nothing to give, and it makes people feel good.
It does.
To show love, and everybody usually now they want to put a price on love, and it's free. They want to add like things to love. You invite, it's super crazy, right? You will have an important moment in your life, and people that know you, right? They would know about that moment, but they want you to call their phone. And hold on. Let me finish. Okay. They want you to call that phone, knowing you so busy planning this important moment. You understand? And this important moment is open to the public, right?
Right.
Open to the public. It's not like it's a private event.
Okay.
Open to the public. Everybody know. Everybody sees it. But they know what it takes to put that together. But they want you to step aside. It's just like you. See how we on the podcast right now? If I have a phone call coming in, I'm not going to take that phone call because I'm doing this. I'm going to wait till I'm done doing this to take that phone call. So we got to kind of just stop all this using these words to make out.
Do you feel like people are entitled when it comes to anything, not just even love, just friendship? Let's go a little lighter when it comes to friendships and any type of relationships people have with one another. Do you think people are entitled to certain things? That's why they don't know how to show up for certain people because they're like, well, she didn't call my phone or he didn't do this for me or da 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 da.
Yeah, I feel like we need to get away from that. I feel like we need to just get back to where this all started from, which was love.
Right.
You understand?
But don't you
forget
think
about all these different things
things that hold us back for getting into the wrong.
And then all those things come from within yourself if you love yourself, right?
Right.
If you love yourself, you know who you are.
You're gonna step up.
Nobody got to tell you, say, oh, come here before you feel important.
So I want to say, do you
you
think this is a cultural thing, us as a community, as a Liberian? Because my husband always speak on this, right?
thing.
We recently had something for a family member, and he was talking about, I don't know how you Liberian people operate. You guys are so weird. So you're doing something for a family member. This is someone that's major in our life and in our community. All of you guys are just supposed to step up. But some people you have to kiss the ass or beg them.
You got called on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday,
so you guys
and the event
it's a cultural thing that we Liberians who are struggling with. We don't know how to really show love and show up for each other and support each other.
I mean, how we even started this podcast. First question I asked you. Why I ain't get an invite for Saturday? But I'm gonna show up. Don't worry.
Yeah, definitely, because it's
it's a cultural thing.
No, I think it's like I said, it comes down to
Ego.
we're in this new era, right? Where everybody wants to feel so special,
we spoke about this ego within our community.
I was talking to my daughter, right? She telling me I'm giving her because I always give my daughter game.
Right.
I tell her real life stuff. I tell her 1 + 1 = 2. I don't sell her stories and dreams and fantasy. So I'm telling her these real stuff, and she telling me, "Oh, I'm special. I'm different." So she thinking saying everybody else can do this, but I'm different. I'm special. It could work for me this way. So everybody in this new era in life where they feel like they special, not understanding at the end of the day, it's cool. You special. You different. But there's rules and regulations in this life we're living at.
So as a culture, how do we grow and evolve and learn to love and show up for each other? I said, because I never noticed it, but my husband points it out all the time. I guess because he's from a different culture. He's like, even when
Nigerians
I
don't
have
need an invite. They just need to know the party's happening at a certain time with an address.
The no is a private, is a public event.
Right.
Public means open to everybody.
Everyone comes.
Everybody's coming.
Yeah, because he even say, even with me, like when I have something, okay, let's say I hosted a Christmas dinner, I'm cooking, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. He's like, if you were Nigerian and you told your girlfriends you're having a Christmas dinner,
The girlfriends tell the girlfriends, and everyone's
are showing up. We're decorating, we're cooking, we're doing this, we're doing that. That's just how you're supposed to be as a community. We just show up for each other. You don't have to call anyone and be like, hey, I'm having Christmas dinner. Can you cook? Can you clean? Can you do this? How do we get to that point where we just love and show up for each other? I think we spoke about this in the past on previous episode. I think it's an ego thing within our community. It's hard to love someone and show up for them if your ego is in the way. So how can we put that aside?
It just comes down to you loving yourself first. We have to start loving ourselves.
Because your ego don't matter if you know what your worth is.
If you don't love yourself, you're going to put ego first, because one thing about ego, like,
it'll protect you like a shell.
It makes you feel
like an armor. It's an armor around you.
Make you feel like you doing something and what you actually supposed to be doing. So at the end of the day, like, it starts with that, right? And it starts with us speaking up.
Open communication.
Yeah, and it starts because one thing about us, we always sweeping things under the rug, saying, "Oh yeah, man," and then everybody operating like that.
But you think we're sweeping things under the rug, or we don't know how to communicate? I think that's something we lack in the Liberian community. Even with some of my Liberian friends, I feel like we don't know how to communicate. You do something to me, my feelings hurt, I'm just gonna ghost you and not talk to you. Instead of being like, hey, Emmeline, you did this to me.
I got a cousin not talking to me right now because of that.
Let's have a conversation. And that's something I had to start learning in my big age. Like, all right, you did this, I don't like it. Let's talk about it. Let's move forward. Not let me. Well, he gonna feel my wrath. If you don't, I will never speak to you again. Then you gonna know.
I never told you, but you don't. The person don't even know why you're not talking.
The person don't know why you're not talking to them.
And then they just forget and they move on with their life.
Yeah, and they go do that same act again for somebody else. It's just like it's just more.
What's
like
that verse that said, "Love is patient, love is kind, love doesn't hold grudge, love is."
Ecclesiastes.
No, Corinthians. I think it's like 1 Corinthians something. Yes. Damn, love is patient, love is kind, love doesn't hold grudge. So I think we need to live by that, and we need to just know how to support each other. If I do something to you, you don't need to discuss it with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because if you love me, just think about that. If you love me, you're gonna be like, yo, Emmeline, what you did really hurt my feelings.
I got it right. 1 Corinthians 13, verse 4
what you did
to
really
8.
hurt my feelings. That's when you put that ego aside.
Yeah.
What you did to me really hurt me. I did not like it, but I love you. So this relationship mattered to me.
That's what a boundary is. A boundary is me protecting you.
So let me ask you a question, right? So, like with this type of situation, right? If you have an individual who keep doing stuff, you keep telling them. You tell them 1 time, tell them 2 times, tell them 3 times. The next step would be, my advice to anybody is to publicly tell the public, warn the public about this person's behavior, right?
Please don't do that.
If the person feel like,
I think we get here from self-love.
because it's called like accountability, right?
Accountability within love. We're gonna discuss
that's what it comes down to, accountability. And you allow everybody to know that's how this person operate, and this person got to change themselves moving forward.
Oh, you're talking about let's bring back shaming.
No, let's talk about accountability within love, right?
That's shaming.
So let's not shaming. You do something to me, like I said, if I don't like it, I have a conversation with you. This is the kind of person that I am. I have a conversation with you. Smitty, you did this. I love you, but I did not like the way you behaved. You're like, all right, I'm sorry. I won't do it again. You do it again, I address it. If you continue to do it, we're just gonna part ways.
Okay.
No, but if you part ways, it doesn't change
the person.
It doesn't.
That's what he's like. Bring back shaming.
It doesn't change somebody else.
No, I'm not gonna sit. I'm not gonna go live and talk shit about Smitty because she did something to me. I don't think that's gonna make you change.
No, but it doesn't change it from doing to somebody else, right? One thing about people, right? You understand? I said this earlier. Everybody operating off a different system, right?
Right.
But one thing I tell you, everybody not doing.
But you just said you can't change people.
No, you can't.
You can't force someone to change.
No, you can't change them, but you can make them stop doing something. You know how you make them stop it? Like this, for me and you, right? If I meet you today and I know you rogue, what I would do, anything I get, I will hide it from you. Never steal from me, right?
Right. Right.
So how would I know you role if nobody ever said this is a role you're dealing with?
No, but that's different now. If you running around stealing stuff, of course I'm going to tell all my friends that come around, oh, Smitty steals. So be careful
what's the
when you're
difference
around
between
her.
stealing physical property and my how would you call it? My
Peace.
mental property.
Peace,
Yeah, my
mental,
peace.
yeah.
Like those type of things that are not physical.
So that's why these public conversations, right? Mm-hmm. And one thing about Nigerians, right? Mm-hmm. They do that.
Yeah.
They don't.
But with our community, like you said, we like to sweep a lot of things under the rug. And that's something that we need to work on. I always say choose to have this conversation privately first. Mm-hmm. And if it doesn't work out, then you can take it public.
Mm-hmm. So don't we should. As I say, if you talk to them one time about the same kind of situation, 2 times.
So in your situation that you're talking about, was it addressed privately?
No, a lot of different.
Yeah, because he want to talk about this thing, so let's talk about it.
But we're not really talked about it too much. But a lot of things in that kind of area, a lot of behavior, and those same kind of behaviors was talked about 1, 2.
Okay. So now we
3.
learn to love from a distance.
I'm not
and there's
even
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I've heard.
I can love you and know that I had a really good friend that I grew up with that I love very much. I took her to be like my sister. But I knew that as I grew older, I realized that she was not a good person. No matter what you do.
No matter.
You can public shame them, you can do whatever. If you're not a good person, you're not a good person and you're not willing to change, now I just love her from a distance.
Yeah, because sometimes those people don't even see that they're not a good person.
Exactly.
Yeah, but how did that work though? How did that love from distance work?
I just, wherever you are, I leave you there and I wish you well. And when I see you, I speak to you. I wish you well.
I don't hate you, but I don't have a relationship with you.
But I don't have a relationship with you.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but I don't publicly shame her.
Yeah. I ain't giving her
I just leave her where she is.
I don't know. I shame. So I have certain people that in my life, I'm not one of them people who are like, oh, I want to fight this person, da, da, da. But there are a few people in my life where it's like, yeah, they name come up in conversation. I can't help it. Like, this person did this horrible act against me, and this is who they are. And if you were the type of individual who associates with that type of person, I cannot associate with you.
And I honestly don't feel like there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, because
definitely. So love, like I said, man, love.
So love yourself enough to protect yourself.
And the thing about love too, right? Love has like, you can also show people love in that way too, where you correct them, because you gotta understand something, right? If you love somebody, you want the best for them.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
So if you feel like you can help an individual redirect themselves by publicly shaming them, it's okay. You understand? So anything is all about your conscience being clear. You know you're not doing nothing from a bad place, a bad space. And the love, like our parents when we were young, they used to beat us when we did something bad. They love us.
So you're public fucking that love.
That's love. That's tough love.
Sometimes you need it though. Sometimes people do need it.
So we shouldn't paint this picture about love where love is just so
bubbly.
It feels so good.
Sometimes it's hard.
Love is hard. Love is painful. Love is understanding.
Love is all
love
that.
Is patient.
It's
but
unconditional.
of all things, love is kind.
Love is kind.
We got to remember that love is kind. And when we do things in love and from a place of love, the reward is always greater.
True. Very
Definitely.
true.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So what words of encouragement you guys want to close on to give to the people out there watching, whatever it's about self-love or people that you love that may not love you the way that you wish they would? Any advice you would give to your younger self about love?
Do not worry about who don't like you. Worry about who do. Worry about who supports you. Love who supports you. Because the people who support you see the vision. The people who don't support you, they see the vision as well. They just don't want you to have that vision. So do not give up on yourself and keep loving yourself. Put yourself first. Keep building, build. If you stop building, the other people will stop building. You are literally an inspiration to your community. Do not give up. Like, that's my biggest thing. Because I'm someone who's an underdog. I'm somebody who was like the rut of the mud. Like, I'm not somebody who should have got anywhere in life. And if I would have sat there and listened to all the people who did not like me, who did not love me, I would not be nowhere where I am today. So just lean on those who love you and do not focus on everything else is noise. It's all noise. I promise you.
For me, I'm going to say focus on self-love. Build that relationship with yourself because that's where it stands. Like the quote said, the most powerful relationship you can have is with yourself, and you set the tone to how you want to be loved. whatever love you receive from people is the love that you deserve, that you feel that you deserve. So if someone is not treating you right, you're there because you feel like that's what you deserve. But I carry myself in such high regards that I deserve nothing but the best.
Yes.
Because when you love yourself, no, honestly, if you love
Princess
yourself
treatment.
and you feel like if you can't give me the princess treatment that I can give myself, well then goodbye.
Yeah, because I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
And you
I
gonna get
feel
mad.
like for our young girls coming up, I see so much
That's crazy.
with them. Love yourself enough to walk away from certain situations that you know does not serve you. Love yourself enough to give yourself everything that you desire. Don't depend on someone to give that to you.
Yeah.
So love yourself and take good care of yourself and get that princess treatment that you deserve.
Me, don't y'all leave that princess treatment been there long because that whole princess story that
So you want somebody to come be mistreating your
Spada
daughter and
story.
abusing her?
I get princess
For someone
treatment.
that has a father, that has a daughter, I don't understand his mindset.
Story. My daughter is gonna set. She gonna set her own tune.
That's setting
So
the
you as a
tone
woman-
that she deserves the best.
No, you don't set your tone for somebody.
don't think your
you don't-
daughter deserve the best?
No, you don't set a tone for somebody to give to some. No, you don't set a tone for what somebody's supposed to do for
Yes,
you or
yes,
give
you
for
do.
you.
Yes, you create the standard for yourself.
You don't.
You
You
have
don't.
to create the
No,
standard.
you be your
No one else.
standards.
That's what we're
That's what
saying.
we're saying.
Yeah, okay, you be your standards.
That's what
right?
we're saying.
He got some issues.
When
He
you
been
love-
through some things in his
I,
life.
No, I really don't.
He said it's gonna be princess treatment. It wasn't even giving all that.
Deserve princess
No,
treatment?
princess is a story. Is a that whole story with our princess and the shot, the shoot, all that thing there. Somebody
what do you think your
created
daughter
it.
deserve?
It's a myth.
What do you think
Not
she
real.
deserve?
Something real.
Whatever is real to you, it's real.
Listen,
Something, that whole princess thing.
it's
that story.
real, bro. It's real.
That thing,
We're not gonna go nowhere with this, man.
That thing, what the girl was, what she was a maid.
She
and
needs
the
to-
man- and the man saw her.
It's a
and the-
modern
and the-
day
and
woman.
the
I'm gonna
man-
tell you from my own personal example, it is real. Your great Gatsby is out there. The man who wants to do every single
a
thing,
myth, ladies.
bro. No,
You
it's
set
not.
the tone to how you want to be
Yeah.
Your good Gatsby wear.
Yeah. Bro, my man just installed a $10,000 sound system in the house because I want to start practicing making music. What are you talking about?
If your man put $10,000 studio in your house,
Yeah.
they got people in there who 10,000 to them is $1. So it just so if somebody
But
that
that's
has-
still
so if
$10,000.
There's no point in
Let me tell
arguing
you
with
why.
him.
Right? Let me tell you why.
Baby, I take $1, but $10,000 I take two.
Let me break something to you,
There's no
right?
point in arguing with him. What are some words that you wanna-
Gilly and Wallow said this on something the other
boy.
day, right?
Okay.
This is what they said, right? If a cat that got $100.
Can you just get your
No,
last
hold
word
on,
so
no,
we
I'm not
can-
getting my last word. We're not in rush. The
Yeah,
producer
I gotta
not in
get on a
rush.
call in 5 minutes.
When a guy that has $100,
5 minutes.
a guy that got $100, you understand? Give you 60 for that $100. Then a guy that got $1 million. Give you 5,000 for that $1 million. Appreciate a guy give you $60.
I don't want the
It's
guy
not
with
about
100
money.
with
She's not-
60.
she's not focusing
I
on
don't want
money.
the guy.
He loves you more.
No, he doesn't know how to manage his funds.
No, he loves
Why
you
would you
more.
give a woman $65 and you have $100 in your pocket?
He loves you more.
That's not a man that I want to
No,
be with. He's
me
not
either.
wise.
No,
He's
we
not
speaking-
wise.
wise.
We speaking
No.
about love. He loves you more.
I don't
Love
need
is
love.
not
I need
stupidity.
wisdom.
So, ladies and gentlemen, these women are not looking for love no more. My brothers,
I want wisdom.
focus on yourself, build yourself before you step out and talk to these women. And then when you have,
that's what you
and
should
then
do.
when you have $20 million, you giving her 10,000 or 20,000, which is like $2 to you, and look big to her.
Yes,
You understand?
yes.
But to you, you're not doing nothing for her.
Why
That's
are you looking
temptation
at it
to
from
you.
that
At the end
So,
of the day,
my
it
brother,
doesn't
I
matter
need you
what you
guys
say. This man always
listen
go
to
back.
me.
I don't think
because
Biz,
I understand that
you
because
cannot understand.
because you guys need to stop this because you guys are putting a lot of pressure on men.
We're not
You guys
putting
don't
pressure on
understand
men.
what it is to be a man and to start with, right?
No, Biz.
And to be a black
I
man
think
in
there's a
America
lot
to
of-
start with.
I think
And
a
then-
black
and then
man
you
in
guys
America
turn
should
around,
date in his range. I
and
think
you
a
guys
black
turn
man
around
should
and
date
you
in
guys
his
put all these pressure on men,
bucket.
and you say to us, say, "Oh,
There's a lot of misunderstanding.
no, it's not. It's not a misunderstanding.
No, we're not saying
People-
men should come and spend money on
Oh,
us.
no.
We did not. When I said
You-
I set the
no.
standard,
Once you
it has
say
nothing to do with finances.
it does. So if you meet a man, right?
Right.
You set the standard. You
for
set-
what I want, he can set his standard for what
Okay,
he wants.
you set a standard.
Right.
If you meet a man that likes you, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But he doesn't meet your standard.
No, he
Then
gotta
he
go.
doesn't meet my standard. Why
Has to
am I
go.
wasting my time with someone?
If you apply for a
then what was
job-
the
But the
point?
same people
If you
that
apply
talking
for a
about
job,
love.
if you apply for a job and you walk in and you do not have the credibilities for
They-
the job,
they-
they will tell you come back when you get the credibility.
Thank
I'm
you.
not gonna do
they
that with no
have
man.
taken away the definition of love, guys.
No.
Love is about
No.
standards. Love was never to just lay on the ground and laugh like at yourself and let anyone do anything to you. That was never love.
That's super crazy. But like I said,
these black men just want you to accept whatever they give you and then tell you you're ungrateful.
It's biz.
Not to say biz. He's speaking for them.
All my brothers out there. Get your money right.
Yes.
Forget about loving these people.
No, you should have love in your heart. But don't come here broke.
They love money.
I wish your daughter well because having you for a father is very. It has to be tough.
They love princess treatment.
This is what you're supposed to be teaching your daughter.
Yeah, my dad told me never to love a broke man. Yeah, he told me never love a broke man. That's crazy.
All right, well, we're gonna wrap up this episode.
My brother, before we wrap it up, y'all listen to me carefully.
Ladies,
they don't love y'all. They want prince. They love
no broke men.
They love what I do for them.
No, we did not.
So get your money together.
I don't love my husband because of what he does for me. I love him because he understands me and he meets my criteria as I met his criteria.
You guys hear this?
Yes, his criteria was a woman that can take care of his children, a woman that can be a good mother, a woman that can run a household, a woman that is financially stable by herself. And then I have my criteria.
That's regular.
Mm-hmm. So
but
that's not regular to everyone.
That's regular as a woman.
That's not regular to everyone.
That's
not regular.
That's a do job.
A lot of these.
So my job is I want a man that is stable. I want a man that is sensible financially. I want a man that is emotionally intelligent.
Period.
I want a man that can hold a conversation.
Oh my God, yo, they chase them on love, but it's okay. We're gonna go whatever they're talking about.
And they hear y'all, my ladies. Make sure you love yourself.
My brothers, love yourself first. Get some money. And love these people later.
And girls, wait for your great guests.
When you like 40 years old, when you got millions of dollars.
I mean, my man 45, so he waited.
They be like 40 years old before you love them. That's super crazy. The way I see love.
You can redirect these.
No, I vest with y'all.